So in the last lab, we have discussed Floyd's algorithm. Right, according to the syllabus, it is 10A. It was 10A, that is Floyd's algorithm. And today we'll discuss the second part of 10th lab program, that is implement traveling salesperson problem using dynamic programming. So import java.util.star. From java.util.package, we are going to use the scanner class for reading the input from the keyboard. Public class, I have given the class name as travel. Okay, public class travel. Static scanner yes is equal to new scanner system.in. So yes is an object of type scanner class. Yes is object of class scanner. And we are making this object to point to the input stream. So it is system.in. Okay. So yes will be pointing to the input stream. Whatever you enter using the keyboard, that will be stored in the input stream. Using the object yes, we can read that. Static int a is equal to new int of 10. So maximum 10 rows and 10 columns. Okay, this is the format for creating array in Java. You know this, right? Int a, then we have given two pair of square brackets here. That means you are creating two-dimensional array. Then new, you are allocating the memory dynamically. New will allocate the memory dynamically at the runtime. And maximum 10 rows and 10 columns you have given, and the elements you can store in this array, it is integer. Static int visited is equal to new int of 10. So here I am storing 0 or 1 in visited. 0 means the vertex is not visited. 1 means the vertex is visited. Or 0 means city is not visited. 1 means city is visited. Traveling salesperson problem, you know what is traveling salesperson problem. We have discussed this in the last class, right? Static int n, then cost is equal to 0. N we are using for storing the number of cities or number of vertices. Then cost is initially 0. That is, this is used to hold the cost of the tour by the salesperson. Static void TSP, traveling salesperson problem, TSP. I have given the function name as TSP, and I am passing one integer value city, int city, that is vertex number will be passed to this. Okay, then int I comma n city. So n city will hold the selected cities, so that we have to edit at the end. So this is a recursive algorithm, the recursive function. Visited of city is equal to 1. Visited of city is equal to 1. So city initially will be using the first city itself. Okay, first city we have to begin from the first city and we have to enter the first city. You can consider any city. Okay, you can consider any city. So here for the lab program, I'm considering from 1 itself. Okay, say traveling salesperson has to start the tour from city 1 and the tour has to end at city 1 itself. He has to visit all the cities only once. Okay, no cities will be visited twice and no edge will be traveled twice. Okay, only once it has to be visited. So visited of city is equal to 1. For example, if you are passing the city 1, then visited of 1 is equal to 1. That means first city it is visited. Okay, then system.out.print, we are printing the city. So 1 will be displayed here. Then n city is equal to least of city. So least of city, least it's a function or method which will return the next city with the minimum distance, with the least distance. It will select the next city with the least distance and that will be returned. So for example, for 1 to 2 is connected, 1 to 3 is connected, 1 to 4 is connected. This is a completely connected graph. The graph which we are passing here, it is completely connected graph. That means there is an edge between all the pair of vertices. Okay, there is an edge between all the pair of vertices 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 2 to 1, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, 4 to 2, 4 to 3. So all the pair of vertices are connected here. You can notice that. Okay, that is a completely connected graph. And here it will select the one with the minimum distance. So 1 to 2 is connected, 1 to 3 is connected, and 1 to 4 is connected, right? 1 to 2 is 2, 1 to 3 is 5, and 1 to 4 is 7. So it will select the one with the minimum distance here. So it will select the city 2. Okay, so its n city is equal to least of cities, so it will select the city 2. Okay, if n city, you can say that it is next city. N city means next city. City means the current city. The next city should be visited will be n city. If n city is equal to 999, that is if all the cities are already visited, then least method will return the value infinity. That is here infinity you cannot mention in the system, right? So they are returning the value 999 instead of infinity. Okay, if next city is equal to infinity, then that means that is the end of the 2. That is the end of the 2. So n city is equal to 1. End of the 2 means go back to the first city. So n city is equal to 1. System.out.print n city, display that value 1. Then cost plus is equal to a of city to n city. So here whatever the current city we are in, or the traveling salesperson is in, from that city to city 1 he has to return back. Okay, so a of city to n city, add the cost of this trip to cost. Okay, then at the end we have to display that. Okay, return. Otherwise, if n city is not equal to infinity, if that is the case, then call the traveling salesperson method again. So this function is recursive method. This method is recursive method, which one? TSP. Okay, we are calling the function again. That is, for example, if 2 is selected, TSP of 2 will be considered. Okay, so when we call this for the next time, so city value is going to change. So this city value will get the new value. That is, for example, it is equal to 2. Okay, then again it will be called visited of city is equal to 1. So visited of 2 will be made as 1. So city 1 is visited, city 2 is visited. Okay, then again system.out.print, it will display the city, for example 2. From 1 it will go to 2. Okay, I hope you understood. So this will continue until we find the least cost tool. Okay, until we find the least cost tool, and this will end when the first vertex is visited. That is when the n city value is equal to infinity. When the least method returns n city is equal to infinity, at that time it will stop and it will return. Okay. And let us discuss how this least method works. Okay, static int least of int c. So we are going to pass the current city. Okay, that will be stored in C. We are going to pass the current city. Consider current city is equal to 1. Okay, int I comma nc is equal to infinity. Initially we are considering next city nc is equal to infinity. Then int minimum is equal to infinity. We don't know which is the minimum value. So we are assigning it infinity, that is initial value, and kmin is equal to 0. From which vertex we are getting the minimum value, we need that. From which vertex we are getting the minimum value, we need that. So that will be stored in kmin. And for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. We have to check with all the vertices. Okay. If A of Ci not equal to 0, A of Ci, the A of Ci not equal to 0, because you can notice that diagonal elements are 0 here. 1 to 1 is 0, 2 to 2 is 0, 3 to 3 is 0, 4 to 4 is 0. So we don't want the value of diagonal elements. It is 0. We don't want that. If it is there, that will be skipped. Okay, because we are reading the content of the entire matrix, right? Obviously it will read that. Because you can notice that I value, it is from 1 to n. So 1 to 1, 2 to 2 will be read in between. Okay, so to avoid that, we are giving this condition: A of Ci not equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. There must be some distance. Okay, there must be some distance, and visited of I is equal to 0. Visited of I is equal to 0 because the next city which we are going to consider, it should not be visited. Okay, the next city which we are going to consider, it should not be visited. If it is already visited, don't visit that again. That is the concept. So visited of I must be equal to 0. Okay, we should not consider the diagonal elements, and the visited of I must be equal to 0. Initially, what happens when I is equal to 1? City is also 1, right? Consider the city is also 1. We have to begin from the city 1. So 1, 1. A of 1, 1 not equal to 0, it is equal to 0. So it will skip that. I value will be incremented. I becomes 2. Okay, when I becomes 2, A of 1 to 2. What is 1 to 2? 1 to 2 is 2. 1 to 2 is 2, and visited of 2 is equal to 0. It is not, city 2 is not still visited. City 2, 3 and 4 is not visited yet. Okay, then if A of Ci is less than minimum, A of Ci is 2, right? 2 less than infinity, condition is true. Condition is true. Then open the bracket, minimum is equal to A of I1 plus A of Ci. What is A of I1? I value is 2 now. We are considering the city 2. That is, we are considering whether we can consider the next city as 2. 2 to 1. Because at the end we have to return to 1, right? So we have to check that. Okay, we have to return back to 1. We have to check that also. So 2 to 1 is also 2. 1 to 2 is 2. 2 to 1 is also 2. So here 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. Minimum value is 4 now. I hope you are getting. I value is 2. Okay. 2 to 1 is 2. Ci 1 to 2. It is also 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay. Minimum is equal to 4. Kmin is equal to A of Ci. What is Kmin? Kmin is A of Ci, that is equal to 2. Okay. Then Nc is equal to I. We are considering the next city as 2. Okay. We are considering the next city as 2. Then I value will be incremented again. I becomes 3. Okay, I becomes 3. If A of Ci not equal to 0, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 is 5. It is not equal to 0, condition is true, and city 3 is not visited yet. Then if A of Ci is less than minimum, now minimum value has been changed. Minimum value is 4. Okay, minimum value is 4. A of Ci 1 to 3, 1 to 3 is 5. 5 less than 4, condition is false, right? Condition is false. So it will not enter into the if statement. Okay, the statements which we have for if it will not be executed. Okay, then it will increment the value of I again. I will become 4. When I becomes 4, 1 to 4 is 7. Okay, A of Ci not equal to 0, 1 to 4 is 7. It's not equal to 0, and visited of 4 is equal to 0. 4 is also not visited initially, only first vertex is visited. Right? If A of Ci is less than minimum, what is A of Ci? It is 7. Minimum value has been changed, it is equal to 4. 7 less than 4, condition is false again. So it will come out of this and it will increment the value of I again. I becomes 5. We don't have the fifth vertex. Right? 4 less than or equal to 4, condition is, sorry, 5 less than or equal to 4, condition is false, it will come out. Okay, I hope you are getting. So this is the least method. Then if minimum not equal to infinity, then cost plus is equal to Kmin. In Kmin will be having the cost of the city, that is minimum cost, that we are going to add it to the cost. Then return the next city. Okay, so that is the least method. Wait for a minute. So at the end, it will return the next city. Okay, it will return the next city. I hope you understood how this works. So minimum cost edge will be returned at the end. So that will be, sorry, that will be added to cost. Minimum cost edge, whatever we are going to consider, that we are going to add it to the cost. Then the city from where we have got the next, that is minimum value, that city will be returned. So in this case, 2 will be returned. Then this is the main method, public static void main. It is public because we have to call this from the Java virtual machine, that is from outside the class. So we have to call this, so it is public. Then static, because before creating the object of the class, we are going to call this method, so it is static. Then void, it will not return anything, so it is void. Main is the name of the method, and string args. String args, it will hold the command line arguments if you have passed any. Okay. int ij, this is for looping, system dot out dot println, enter number of cities, n is equal to s dot next int. S is the object of type scanner and it is pointing to the input stream, right? From there, whatever the input we are reading, that must be converted to integer. So usually by default, it will be of the form string. Okay, we have to convert it to integer. Next int, it will convert it to integer and it will store it in n. So n will hold the number of cities. Then enter the cost matrix. We have to enter the cost matrix. For I is equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to n, enter the cost matrix. So a of ij is equal to s dot next int. So whatever the cost matrix you enter in the input stream, that is using keyboard, that will be stored here and we are converting it into integer and we are storing. Okay, for I is equal to 1 to n, visited of I is equal to 0. Initially we are making all the visited as visited vertices as 0. So visited of 1 is equal to 0, visited of 2 is equal to 0, visited of 3 is equal to 0, and visited of 4 is equal to 0. Then system dot out dot println, the path is, we are going to call the traveling salesperson problem with the city 1, TSP of 1. System dot out dot println, minimum cost is equal to plus cost. Okay, it will display the cost at the end. Okay, so this is the end of main method. This is the end of the class. Okay, and this is the example I have taken for demonstration. So here number of cities is equal to 4 and we have to enter the cost matrix. And you can notice that while demonstrating while explaining the concept in the last class, we have taken different edge values, that is 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, it was different values. But here I have taken the same value, 1 to 2, 2 to 1, it is same value, 1 to 4, 4 to 1, it is same value. Okay, that is 7. So it is symmetric matrix I'm taking. Okay, symmetric matrix I'm taking. For different values also it will work. Okay, for the, if I take the same value, it is easy to explain. That's why I have taken the same value. Symmetric matrix I have taken 0 to 5, 7, 2, 0, 8, 3. That is from 2 to 1 it is 2, 2 to 2 is 0, 2 to 3 is 8 and 2 to 4 is 3. Okay, 5, 8, 0, 1. It is from 3 to 1, 3 to 2 and 3 to 4. Okay, then 7, 3, 1, 0. It is from 4 to 1, 4 to 2 and 4 to 3. So here you can notice that it is symmetric matrix. Whatever I have taken is symmetric matrix. So if I fold this matrix on the diagonal, then this 2, 2, it is same. 2, 2 is same, right? Then 5, 5, it is same. 7, 7, it is same. 8, 8, that is if you fold, the same values will be overlapped. Okay, same values will be overlapped here. You can notice that. So symmetric matrix I have taken. So you can take any values here. You can take any values. If you want to take 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, it is different. You can take that, it works. In the last class, we have seen that with the algorithm, right? So here, for the cost matrix, for the explanation, I have taken the symmetric matrix. Okay, the path is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 1. Okay, that is the cost matrix, and minimum cost is equal to 11. So we can notice that 1 to 2, 1 to 2 is 2, 1 to 2 is 2, 2 to 4, 2 to 4 it is 3, okay, 2 to 4 is 3, then 4 to 3 it is 1, 4 to 3 is 1, and 3 to 1, 3 to 1 it is 5. Okay, so that will be the cost of the path. So 2 plus 5, it is 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So that is the minimum cost path or minimum cost tour for the traveling salesperson problem. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, I hope you understood the lab program. I'll show you how to execute this. Okay, this is the input I have taken. This is the lab program which I have already stored in this tutorialpoints.com. Okay. I'll click on execute. So you can notice that enter the number of cities. It will read from the standard input stream, that is std in. Okay, it is 4. Then enter the cost matrix. Cost matrix also I have given. The path is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, and 3 to 1. Okay, this input you have to type. Okay, while executing this input you have to type. I'll share the source file with you. This link I'll share. Okay, link of this program I'll share. You have to just open this link and you have to type the input in this. Okay, same input you can type, or the input which I have given in the last class, that also you can type and check whether it will give the correct answer or not. Okay, I hope you understood this. Any doubt you have?